Germany and in Europe have turned America and NASA into like a brand. Hey guys, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. My name is Montana and I was an exchange student in Germany this past year. Now I make these YouTube videos on German and American culture. I'm currently studying at the University of Virginia, which is what this background is. Today's video theme is brands that were popular in Germany but aren't actually that popular in the US. You'll understand more when I have like some of these examples, but a lot of them are like clothing or shoe or yeah, just clothing or shoe brands. I just wanted to say that I was clearly a teen in Germany, so these are definitely more teen-related clothing and like teen-related brands, I'd say. Getting into my first brand that I have, it's Levi's, and Levi's are actually making a comeback in the US. The jeans and the shorts are pretty popular now, but the actual brand Levi's just isn't too big, whereas in Germany, Levi's was a very, very big brand. People would have these like white shirts with just the red Levi's across it. I know like almost all my friends had one. They were so common. They're kind of expensive. The t-shirts are definitely expensive, but you can find them on like Kleiderkreisel, which is a reselling app that Germany has, similar to Poshmark, Mercari, or Depop if you're from the US. That is the first one. The second brand that is very popular in Germany but not so much here is Tommy Hilfiger. It's so popular in Germany, I swear. And the big like red puffy jackets during the winter or whenever it's cold, those I remember being very popular. Just very nice jackets. I think a plane is going by if you guys can hear that. Tommy Hilfiger shirts as well, jeans. That's more of a boys brand. I do know that like some of my girlfriends had Tommy shirts and such, but it's definitely more popular for boys, I'd say. In the US, it's kind of crazy because I don't know if people in Germany, actually no, you guys do. So in the US we have TJ Maxx, which is kind of funny because in Germany it's TK Maxx. I don't know why they decided to change the J and the K, but they did. And in our TJ Maxx, you can find so much Tommy Hilfiger stuff for super, super cheap. And then in Germany, when we went to look at like Tommy Hilfiger stores and stuff, the clothing was so expensive. It was insanely expensive. I never bought anything Tommy Hilfiger in Germany. The next one that I have is, it's a two-part company because they're both under the same company, like umbrella name, and it's Hollister and Abercrombie. I mentioned this in a previous video and then people commented that it's not as popular anymore, but Hollister and Abercrombie are more popular in Germany than they are in the US, and they are super duper expensive. So in Germany, I think Hollister jeans cost about $50 versus in the US you can get 2 pairs for $50 or 1 pair for like $20 to $25. There's a vlog, I think it was my Oktoberfest vlog, where I went into a German Hollister for the very first time, and my host sister was like showing me the clothing items and the prices, and my jaw was like open because they were so expensive. The next one that is much nicer and more popular in Germany than in the US is H&M. It just had like the best European style for the cheapest price, which I know that the price probably reflected for clothing making and fast fashion, so I do apologize for that because I try to be the most fast fashion forward when it comes to like thrifting. I love thrifting and buying used clothes and such like that, but in Germany, I will admit, I shopped at H&M a lot, and it just, for some reason, the quality of H&M clothes in Europe is 100,000% nicer than it is in America. H&M clothes in America are so like, they rip easily, they're not good. The stores themselves in the US have a worse reputation because they're always messy. Clothing items are just all over the floor when you go in there. So H&M is definitely nicer in Germany. The price point is about the same. I'd say some jeans are a little more expensive. So maybe like 30 euros versus in the US it'd only be like $20 to $25. But I think it's also reflected in just the quality and the reputation of H&M in Germany and also in Europe. Next, I have JBL, which is actually not clothing, so I take back all my previous points. I've got something in here that isn't clothing. And JBL is a speaker brand. This is one of the ones that is also popular in the US, but I saw it a lot in Germany, which shocked me because I didn't actually know it was an international company. but their speakers are very, very high quality, definitely expensive, but likely worth it. My dad has like a blue one that's looks like a can, like a longer can, and they're gaining more popularity, I think, in both countries. The next one that I have is Converse. When I say Converse, I mean like high top Converse, low top Converse, Chuck Taylors, that's another term for them. Converse are very popular in Germany. They're also popular here, but you definitely see more girls wearing them in Germany, like the white and the black high top Converse. And they are way, way, way more expensive. If you guys can't see the trend by now, the trend is that clothing and American-related brands in Germany are more expensive than in the US. Maybe that's a given, but it was still shocking as I was there. Also on the shoe end, I've got Superga. They're gaining popularity in the US and also gaining also increasing price in the US. So that's one that is way cheaper in Germany than in the US. I said in a previous video, Birkenstocks are way cheaper in Germany than in the US. So people are always like, oh, you're going to Germany, like you've got to buy Birkenstocks. The same would totally go for Supergas because they're so much cheaper in Germany. I was finding Supergas, I think I got some from this flea market in Munich for 10 euros. I want to say like 5 euros, but that sounds really cheap. Versus in the US, people are paying $60 for Supergas, and especially those big high-rise, the platform ones, those are so expensive, but a ton of girls have them. Okay, this isn't a brand, but I think it's super funny because I saw it all over Germany, and like my friends as well had things like this. In Germany and in Europe have turned America and NASA into like a brand or into a clothing staple. So anything that says USA or is red, white, and blue, or has a big NASA logo. I know the H&M loves throwing that NASA logo onto any t-shirt or sweatshirt. Those are very popular, and it was always so funny because I would come into school, and I went to a gymnasium with 5th through 12th graders, and I would see 12th graders wearing like USA looking clothes, and then 5th graders with the NASA t-shirts. So I had German with the 5th grade. One of the kids that sat behind me, I was like, oh my gosh, like, do you know what NASA is? Oder weißt du was NASA ist? And he said like, yeah, it's in America. And I was like, okay, good job. Like, yeah, pretty spot on. And the last two that I have are Guess. Guess falls under that same category as like Levi's, Tommy Hilfiger, where they sell them in some bigger stores. Like, oh, what is the store? Big Dandy. I want to say it's called Big Daddy, but that does not sound right. Big Dandy. Some weird store that I went into, but it was kind of like a Macy's, like a big department store. They had a whole section for Levi's, they had a section for Tommy Hilfiger, and then they had a section for Guess. And oh, these birds are going crazy. They've got jeans, they've got t-shirts, they're a well-known brand name. So those are also popular. And then my very last one that I have that's popular in Germany but not in the US is Wellenstein. Maybe I'm saying that wrong, Wellenstein or Wellenstein. And it is so nice. They're these super nice jackets, super teuer, like very teuer for a jacket. And they've got fleece lining. They're just super nice, honestly. I've never seen this brand ever in the US. It must only be in Europe. I think it's not German. I want to say it's Swiss. Perhaps not though. If anybody knows, please let me know where Wellenstein is from. But those were super cool, and I really wanted one, but I did not get one because they were too teuer for my budget. And also, I had to fly all my stuff home, so had I gotten one, no way it would have fit in my luggage. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed learning about some of the brands that are more popular, more expensive in Germany than in the US. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and bleib gesund. Tschüss!